Hello everyone, it's Dale here with weekly levels ideas for the week starting the 1st of October 2018. Let's start with swing trades and let's have a look at the Canadian dollar Japanese yen. Before you can see a daily chart of the Canadian dollar Japanese yen, and there is a pretty strong buying activity right there, especially on Friday. And before the Friday's strong and aggressive buying activity, there was a volume accumulation right there. You can see the heavy volumes accumulated throughout this whole area. After the accumulation, there was a rejection of lower prices and this strong buying activity. And because of the trend and because of the strong buying activity which took place on Friday, I think that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers who are adding to their positions there and who are pushing the price upwards. So I think that when the price makes it back to this level again, I think that those buyers will be defending their buying positions and they'll push the price upwards again. Apart from this trend setup, apart from the volume setup, there is also a price action setup. As you can see right there, there was a really strong rejection of this level in the past, and this means that it was a strong resistance zone. When the price went past the level and daily candle closed past this level, the resistance then became a support. So we have price action confirmation, we have resistance becoming support, and we also have a volume-based setup that both confirm this long level. So I think that's a pretty strong level to go long from. Let's just wait for a pullback and I'll go long from there. Let's have a look at the US dollar Swiss franc, and let's have a look at another swing level which I like to take. This time I selected 30-minute time frame. So those are not daily candles, those are 30-minute candles. I usually do my swing analysis with daily candles, but this level is sort of somewhere between intraday level and swing level, and for this reason I chose the 30-minute time frame. As you can see, there was a very strong buying activity on the Swiss franc, and within this strong buying activity, this sideways price action occurred, and within this sideways price action, those heavy volumes got accumulated. You can see that the volumes were really heavy, and from this zone, another strong buying activity started. So I think that those volumes were volumes of strong buyers who were adding to their buying positions there and initiated another strong buying activity right there. So I think that when the price makes a pullback to this level again, those buyers will defend their positions and they'll push the price upwards again. The reason I said that this level is somewhere between intraday and swing trade is the stop loss, which I think should be bigger than standard intraday stop loss, but I don't really think that the stop loss needs to be as big as a standard stop loss for swing trades. So stop loss in this case should be either somewhere in this area where the volumes end, or below this aggressive rejection candle, below this aggressive rejection formation, I should say. So that's why this level is somewhere between intraday and swing trade. Let's now have a look into the intraday levels, and let's start with US dollar Japanese yen. Before you can see a 30-minute chart of the Japanese yen, and this is the long level I would like to show you. The level is based on the trend setup. This is the trend, it's uptrend, and within this uptrend there is a significant volume cluster. This significant volume cluster occurred when the price went past strong resistance zone. You can see that the price was bouncing of this general zone in the past, and when the price went past it right there, this area, then the resistance became a support. Alright, so we have trend setup, we have resistance becoming support setup. This is a price action setup, And I think that when the price goes downwards again, those buyers who are adding to their buying positions in this volume cluster will be defending their buying positions, and they'll push the price upwards again. I need to say that this level is visible on Forex. It is, but if you look at futures, it's much more visible if you look at Japanese yen futures. So let me just show you how the chart looks like on futures. So this is futures of the Japanese yen. I need to say that it's reversed. The correlation between Forex and futures for the Japanese yen is reversed. The correlation is minus 100%, which means that if Forex goes upwards, then futures goes downwards. Otherwise, it's completely the same, only it is reversed. So there was an uptrend on Forex, but there is a downtrend on futures. And this is the volume cluster I showed you before. Those are the rejections of this area. And this is the place where support became a resistance if we speak about futures. And you've probably noticed that those volumes are much heavier, much more significant, and much better visible than on Forex. And this is exactly why I prefer making my levels on futures and then transferring them to Forex, because levels like this are much better visible on futures than on Forex usually. And sometimes they are also a little bit more precise than on Forex. Well, let's now have a look at the crude oil, which is oil futures. And let me show you an intraday trade, which is, in my opinion, a pretty strong one. This rotation is whole week, it's the previous week. And at the end of the week, the price started to go aggressively upwards from this rotation, and it basically closed at the high of the day. So this is a very strong buying activity on Friday. And within this rotation, the heaviest volumes got accumulated exactly at the green line I draw there. This is the point of control of the whole week. And from this point of control, this strong aggressive activity started. If you read my book, then you also know that there is an open drive set up right there. And another thing that I really like about this is this rejection of lower prices, which is immediately followed by this strong buying activity. This is another confirmation of strong buyers rejecting lower prices and pushing the price upwards. So I think that most of the volumes which got accumulated throughout this whole area were volumes of strong buyers who pushed the price upwards on Friday. And when the price makes a pullback to this area again, I think that those buyers will be defending their positions and they'll push the price upwards again. Let me now show you the last intraday trade I would like to comment on in this video. It's a short on FDAX, which is futures on the DAX index, and the level is right there, and it is based on trend setup. There was a strong sell-off on DAX on Friday, and within this sell-off, those really heavy volumes got accumulated in this area. Then the selling activity continued, and I think that in this area a lot of selling volumes got added to the market. I think that the sellers were adding to their selling positions and they initiated another strong selling activity. So I think that those volumes are volumes of strong sellers on DAX, and when the price makes it back to this area, I think that those sellers will be defending their positions and they'll push the price downwards again. Alright? So those were all the ideas that I wanted to share with you in this video, guys. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in some next video, and until then, happy trading.